Hello gamers, welcome to Teesside Town's Battle Report. Today I'm taking on Carl and his Deathwatch forces led by Adeptus Fawn, the Watchmaster, and I'm using my Adeptus Mechanicus. So that's two new armies for the channel. We're playing the Relic, and as you can see, there it is, right in the centre of the board, and we're playing the Hammer Vandal setup. Obviously, my Tech Priest Dominus has found some arcane technology he wants to study, and the Deathwatch have been sent in to stop him getting it. Okay, and this is my 1500 points of Adeptus Mechanicus. It is led by Tech Priest Dominus Archimedes, and he has the Auto Caduceus of Arcan Land, allowing him to re-roll the dice when it comes to repairing models, which will be very useful because he can repair my knight. For troops, I have 5 Vanguard here with an arc pistol, an arc rifle, and 3 destroyers with heavy grav cannons and Cognus flamers. Heavy support, I have 2 Castellan robots with fists and flamers basically. I then have a dragoon, an elite, 1 unit of infiltrators and 1 unit of electro priests. And as you can see, we've got the knight, the crusader with his double shot battle cannon and his avenging gatling cannon there. He's nasty. That's 1500 points. Don't have many command points, but it's a nasty force. And here we have the Deathwatch, 1500 points, led by the Watchmaster here. He has a librarian and a watch captain with him. And the watch captain's got a Thunderhammer. Then we have 1 kill team here with shotguns, a bolt gun and 1 frag cannon. And they're in a Razorback with double las and a Stormbolter. And then we have another kill team here with bolt weapons and 1 frag cannon. That's going to be nasty. And they're in another Razorback with 2 las cannons. We have 2 Dreadnoughts, 1 with plasma and 1 with las. And they're going to hurt. And then we have another kill team here with 4 frag cannons in a drop pod. That squad's going to hurt, and that squad's going to hurt nasty. And that is a battalion detachment. So Carl has a lot more command points than I have to use. Very small army, very elite army. It's going to hit hard, but will it be able to take any damage? Let's go and look at deployment. Okay, that's the end of deployment. My Knight Crusader, the logical solution is on this flank. He's got good lines of fire on the Deathwatch forces here. In this building, my Vanguard, my Destroyers, and my Electro Priests, they're acting as bodyguard for Tech Priest Dominus Archimedes. And on this flank, we have a Dragoon. My Infiltrators are hiding somewhere on the battlefield, and then, using clandestine infiltration, my 2 Castellan robots have snuck round the side of the Deathwatch forces. And over here we have 2 units of kill teams in their Razorbacks. The Watchmaster giving his bubble of reroll hits to the Dreadnoughts, and the rest of the army, the kill team, the Librarian and the Captain in a drop pod, and they're going to be coming down and hitting hard. At the moment I have first turn. I'm going to roll to see if Carl can see his initiative. Oh, one more. And it's a 5.
Going to command point it?
Oh, it's going to be command point. There's a 6. Let's go on to Deathwatch. Turn 1. Okay, that's the end of the movement phase. Both these kill teams have disembarked from their Razorbacks and they've came on this side. Going to put some firepower on the robots. We've got to stop them, otherwise they're going to hurt them in combat. And everything else has stayed put. Watchmaster is, I'm guessing, hoping to try and take some wounds off. The logical solution on my flank there. Let's go on a shooting phase. Let's see how much damage the Deathwatch can do. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. Over here, Hellfire rounds, frag cannons, shotgun rounds, las cannon rounds came in to my Castellan robots and only did 4 wounds on one of them. So I had insult to injury. A lad's coming round, came back, bounced off their shield and did a mortal wound on this Razorback. And that's the only damage the Deathwatch did. Their long range firepower, I was able to save as I was aimed, and the destroyers, a few lucky 6s, kept them alive. Okay, that's the end of Deathwatch's first turn. Carl has probably decided correctly not to charge the Castellan robots and allowed me to charge him and get some Overwatch. Just been discussing about Carl bringing his drop pod down, and he was tempted to bring it down here and annihilate these guys with all the frag cannons. But as he said, even if it had gone right, that would have been all his frag cannons, his heavy hitting unit, his librarian and his watch captain, all three stuck here in the good lines off my knight. So probably a very good decision to keep it off the board, allowing him a bit more tactical flexibility for later turns. Let's go on to Admech Forces, turn 1, and let's see what Tech Priest Dominus Archimedes is going to order his forces to do. Okay, start my turn 1, and I rolled Benediction of the Omnissiah, reroll 1s to hit on all my shooting attacks. Let's go on moving phase. And that's the end of the moving phase. The logical solution was pushed up, getting close to the objective. He can't claim it, but we can scare the units off it. Over here, the priests and the destroyers have moved as far forward as they can. I'm going to put some shots down over here and try and claim this objective next turn. My Vanguard has stayed put, and Tech Priest Dominus Archimedes has just moved up slightly to get his aura off rerolling hits on those guys. And then over here, for robots, well, there's a nice little chapter master stood there all by himself. I think it's time for these guys to go and introduce him to their fists. That's the end of my movement phase. I haven't brought my infiltrators down because I want them as a bit of a reserve against Carl's very scary drop pod full of troops. Let's go on the shooting phase and let's see what we're going to do. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. My Castellan robots were able to kill 3 of this Deathwatch team with their flamers. The Dreadnought here went down to heavy grab shots from my destroyers, and then my Mighty Knight, the logical solution, opened fire at this Razorback and this Dreadnought and did a grand total of 3 wounds on both of them. 2 wounds on this Razorback and 1 wound on the Dreadnought. Not a good round of shooting from him. Anyway, we're going on to combat phase. It's time for these robots to charge this Watchmaster. Let's go roll some dice. Okay, that's the end of the assault phase, and my goodness me, it went terrible. My Castellan robots charged in, I got 3 hits, 2 wounds, even using command point. And the Watchmaster saved both of them. He then struck back. He killed one of the Castellan robots and did 3 damage on my other one there. Not good at all. Anyway, let's go on to Deathwatch turn 2. Okay, end of movement phase for the Deathwatch. The Watchmaster has retreated behind Dreadnought, and everything's moved up here to hose down my Castellan robot here, and then comes screeching through the sky. The drop pod has arrived. The librarian, the commander, the captain, and all those frag cannons look as if they're about to rip open my knight. Let's go on the second shooting phase. Let's see what these guys are going to do. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase, and it was brutal. My last Castellan robot went down to small arms fire from the kill teams here, and then these last cannons opened up fire and destroyed my destroyers here. And these guys came in, the frag cannons and the librarian casting smite, took my knight down to 9 wounds, and then small arms fire killed 3 of my Vanguard there. So that'll be a morale test for those guys. Not a good turn for me. Took a lot of damage. Going to have to fight hard next turn. Okay, start my turn 2, and I rolled Litany of the Electromancer, which is not much use this turn. Anyway, let's go on to movement phase. Okay, that's in my movement phase. Tech Priest Dominus Archimedes has pushed forward. My infiltrators have came in here, and they're going to be trying to get this objective. And over here, my Dragoon has fallen back, acted as a bit of reserve, and then Vanguard has stayed put. They're going to be putting some shots into the Deathwatch over here. My Priests have came ready to charge, and my Knight, the logical solution, has turned round. This unit hurt him, and they have to die. Pretty much ignoring these guys over here for this turn. I have to clean my back lines. I have to make it safe for these guys to get this objective. Let's go on a shooting phase. Let's see if you can kill the Deathwatch. And that's in my shooting phase, turn 2. Tech Priest Dominus Archimedes shot at the Deathwatch over here and killed 2. And then the Knight opened fire. And the Deathwatch are gone. All dead. Leaving just the Captain and the Librarian here. The drop pod has been severely damaged as well. It's down to 2 wounds. And now we're going to go on to assault phase and see if these guys can kill the Deathwatch here. Let's go roll some dice. Okay, that's the end of the assault phase, and as we can see, the drop pod is down and the Captain is down, ripped apart by the Electro Priest there. So many mortal wounds came in. Carl just couldn't do much against them. And over here, the Librarian survived the attacks. He's took 2 damage. And he was unable to do any damage against the Knight there. Let's go on to Deathwatch, turn 3. Let's see what the Master is going to order his men to do. Okay, that's the end of movement phase for Deathwatch. The Watchmaster has ordered his heavy hitters there to stay back, while the kill teams have rushed forward. This squad has used a run move, advance move, because they've got assault weapons, they can still shoot. And then over here, Librarian has backed off from a Knight. He's going to be trying to cast Smite. I think the Juice is got a null field to get rid of his invulnerable save. Let's go on the shooting phase and psych phase. Let's see how much damage the Deathwatch are going to do. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. My infiltrators took damage from las cannon fire from the Razorback here and small arms fire from these guys, but I made my morale test. I stayed on board, and then a few of the las cannons, due to the Librarian casting Null Zone on my Knight, took it down with help of Smite as well to 2 hull points, but it still lives. And now the Librarian is going to charge it. Okay, we're going to roll Overwatch. I'm going to do it on screen. The Gatling Cannon. That's 2 hits. Need freeze. That's 2 wounds, -2. Oh, he saves. Okay, we're going on to the Battle Cannon. 5 shots. One hit. It's 1 wound, -2. Oh, it's on both floor. It's a 5. Oh, he survived that one. Okay, heavy stubber. No hits. Melter gun. No hits. Heavy flamer gets 5 hits. Freeze wound. And that's 4 wounds. -1. That's 3 through. Librarian charged in, full of the powers of war, and unfortunately got burned to death. That's the end of the turn. Let's go on to Admech, turn 3. Okay, start turn 3 for the Admech, and I roll Benediction of Dominus higher. Okay, due to the fact my Knight's on 2 hull points remaining, or 2 wounds, I'm using Machine Spirit Resurgent, which means for this turn, he gets to fight at full health. So I've still only got 2 wounds. He'll get a move and he'll get a shoot. So I've got to make most of it and do some damage. Let's go on movement phase. Okay, that's the end of my movement phase. The Priests and the Knight have pushed forward. The Dragoon has moved into the centre square here, just putting some distance, well, just acting as a blocker between him and the infiltrators who've snatched the relic. And Tech Priest Dominus Archimedes is bravely hiding behind this wall. Let's go on a shooting phase, and let's see if the knight go down in a blaze of glory and kill these Deathwatch. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. The knight made good use of stratagem and wiped out the kill team here. And that's all the damage I could do, because that's really the only thing I could shoot at, and I needed to kill them. Carl's only got 3 guys here, and Watchmaster, who can actually claim the objective. So I've just got to run away with these infiltrators. I've got to survive long enough to get away from those guys and that las cannon fire. Nothing else in this turn. It's in my turn. Let's go on to Deathwatch, turn 4. Okay, end of movement phase. This razorback is pushed forward, but still staying within 6 of Watchmaster there. And this kill team have came forward. I'm going to try put some damage on these guys, kill them or make them run away. Let's go on the shooting phase. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. And this razorback was finally able to bring down the knight. Didn't explode, so it's just a smoking ruin here. I know it's meant to be taken off board, but it looks cool when it's blown up. And over here, everything they could, shot me infiltrators, and they're all dead, but -1 for my Stygius 8. Dogma didn't help, and the relic is there in the open, but my Tech Priest Dominus is right next to it. That's the end of the turn. Okay, that's the end of the movement phase, turn 4 for the Mech. My priests have advanced forward right into the centre board, hopefully for the next turn charge on this kill team. My Dragoon, he's moved around here. I have to tie up some of his long range firepower, so he's going to be charging that razorback. And my last 2 models over here, my Vanguard, have moved this way just to put themselves between the Deathwatch and Archimedes, who's picked up the relic. That's my movement. There's no shooting. Let's go on assault phase. Let's see if Dragoon can take out the razorback. Okay, that's the end of my turn. There was no combat. One lucky lasgun round got through the incest cloud and blew my Dragoon up. So that razorback is untouched and fully operational. Oh, it's going to be close. We're going on to Deathwatch, turn 5. We're going to have to see if Archimedes can get away with the relic. Okay, that's the end movement phase, and the Deathwatch have pushed forward. This razorback headed up close to my electro piece here. This kill team has advanced close to these guys, and if they manage to die, we've got line of sight on Archimedes here. For Dreadnought has stayed put. The Watchmaster has moved slightly forward. And then over here, this razorback has pushed onto this flank, basically to stop Archimedes going this way and running away from the rest of Carl's army. So he's either going to stay there or have to fall back into the building here. It's going to be close. Let's go roll some dice. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. And the priests stand firm here. Some very lucky dice rolls from me, and the Stygius 8 Dogma giving them Carl's long range units over here. -1 to hit them, along with my 3+ invulnerable save and my 5+ feel no pain has kept them alive. There's no charges. We go on to Mech, turn 5. Okay, that's the end of my movement phase. My last 2 Vanguard have moved up here, acting as bodyguard for Dominus Archimedes there, who's staying put, and then my priests. Okay, I can either charge both these units, in which case I have to take a lot of overwatch from these guys, and I could die. I was very lucky last turn. Or I charge this and destroy that, leaving only these guys to shoot over here, because I don't think these guys are going to be in range or line of sight to get Archimedes. Decisions, but I think we'll just be charging razorback. Let's go on to shooting phase. Well, there's no shooting phase because we ran. Although, actually, let's go on to shooting phase. Tech Priest Dominus Archimedes is going to shoot some Deathwatch. So in shooting phase, Tech Priest Archimedes killed one of Deathwatch here. with his Volkite Blaster. Now let's go into the assault phase. Okay, end of the assault phase, and I just decided to charge Raise back. Undid 2 runs in it, but it's locked up in combat. So even if he pulls back, he's not shooting me. Let's roll dice and see if the game ends. Carl's going to roll. On a 1 or 2, game's over. It's a 5. We go on to turn 6. Okay, that's in movement phase. This Raise back is pushed forward. Just keeping my tech priest pinned there. The kill team has moved forward. Going to be killing these guys. And then the Watchmaster and the Dreadnought have moved on to here. He's got line of sight with his glass cannon. He could kill them. Let's go on shooting phase. Okay, that's the end of shooting phase. And everything we could shot these 2 here. They died, but it took everything to kill them, so there's no shots on Archimedes. We're going on to the assault phase, and Watchmaster is coming into the priests. Okay, in the assault phase, the Watchmaster killed one of the priests, and then took 2 wounds in return, and that's all the damage it did. He's got 4 wounds left. Let's go on to Admech, turn 6, and let's see if he can hold the relic. Okay, to start my turn 6, and because it's needed, I'm not rolling this turn. I'm going to pick Shroud's Arm, because I haven't had this game and I haven't chose any. So that's hopefully saved my tech priest's life. Okay, no movement. My tech priest has hung down there. He's going to try and kill these guys. Let's go roll some dice. Okay, that's in the assault phase. The Watchmaster is on to 2 wounds left, and the Raise back took another 3. It's not looking good over here, but these guys still live. Going to roll dice and see if the game ends. Okay, the 4+, game continues. Need a 1 or 3. Game goes on to turn 7. Okay, that's the end of movement phase for Deathwatch. This kill team has pushed closer to Archimedes, and this Razorback has moved around here. You can just about see the back of him. And over here, the Dreadnought has moved in support of the Watchmaster. Let's go on to shooting phase. Let's see if Archimedes lives. Okay, we've done the shooting, and he survived. The Stigma 8 Dogma saved him from las cannons, and then these guys only did 2 wounds on him. And with that, we're calling it. There's nothing else we can get there. And that means Tech Priest Dominus Archimedes has secured the ancient alien relic and will be taking it back to study. What a very, very good game. Very close. I didn't have much left by the end. Only my Archimedes and 3 priests here. But Carl's Deathwatch has also been hit hard. Very good game. Very close. Really came down to the last few dice rolls there. Absolutely cracking game. Thanks for Carl for a really good game. Thanks for you guys watching. Leave your like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to. Or leave a comment. Other than that, take care and keep rolling 6s. Okay, last little bit of video, we're just doing units of match, and basically we've decided that the Razorbacks and Watchmaster just put out so many good high power strength shots that were hit lots of times. They did tons of damage overnight, so we're giving those units of a match. For Carl and for me, my priests, even though they didn't kill much, they stayed alive, and the turn they stayed alive and took all the firepower from Deathwatch, helped me win the game. So they're my unit of the match.